What did his critics say that got Charlie Woods pissed off?
What is the background behind the Snoopy hat?
Everybody has a word to say whenever Charlie tees off in a golf event. What did they say that had this son of a tiger ride his cart and walk away? This is intriguing. We brushed through the chronicles of SportsMax, Golf Digest, and Essentially Sports to determine what transpired in his game to earn the ire of his critics. Walk with us through the grounds to get the real score on this golf drama. What happened at the Lost Lake Golf Club? The Lost Lake Golf Club tournament was one of 4 pre-qualifying events for the Cognizant Classic that was to be played at the Champions Course of the PGA National Resort. Around 25 players from the pre-qualifying events will move on to a qualifying event where the top 4 will then play at the Cognizant Classic. What differentiated the Lost Lake tournament from the other 3 pre-qualifying events was the presence of 15-year-old Charlie. Being the son of Tiger Woods, everybody was expecting great results from him. The PGA Tour event sent a Getty image photographer to document the occasion for them. A barrage of local and national news media men, together with about 50 fans, were right behind Charlie's cart to capture his every shot. While Charlie managed 11 pars, including a run from the 8th to 13th, as well as the final 2 holes, his 4 bogeys and 2 double bogeys along the stretch erased whatever good they did. Adding insult to injury was his dropping a 12 on the par 4 7th hole. He ended up with a 16 over par 86 in an 18-hole game, finishing tied for 110th in a 116-man field. After a missed putt, all he could say was, "That was some round, huh?" to his caddy, Jacob Kuttner. Beyond struggling in his game, Charlie had to deal with bad fan behavior, which possibly could have affected his concentration on his shot deliveries. When his drive went flying toward the rough, so did several fans in the hope of grabbing a souvenir out of the palms and bushes. Because there were no ropes barring them from the course, spectators walked very close to Charlie on the fairway. When they are castigated, they replied, "Are you the fire marshal?" There was even a grandmother who pulled out her granddaughter from school hoping Charlie would pay her some attention. Upon his leaving the green, a fan approached him with a pen in one hand and a copy of his father's book How I Play Golf on the other, demanding him to sign it. When she was reprimanded, she shushed and yelled, "I live here." Charlie's performance may lead to Lost Lake Golf Club being renamed Lost Ball Golf Club. Kidding aside, there will definitely be more qualifying attempts for a PGA Tour event for him on the horizon. After all, his father was 16 when he played his first PGA Tour tournament, so he still got a year to go to match his record. What did the critics have to say about his performance? Even before his participation in the event, many of his trolls were already questioning his golfing skills.
And predict
he's on his way.
he will.
No question
Bet
about
on that kid.
Yeah.
for sure.
To the extent of even asking whether he deserved the pre-qualifying spot.
And then Charlie's now walking side by side. I'm in a red shirt, limping as much as his dad. That is the most cartoon character thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and no one was really talking about it.
His critics have dubbed him as overrated. They even went on to say that if he weren't the son of the golfing legend, his shots and scores would never get the media attention they actually didn't deserve. They think he is not ready, given the fact that he has not been able to perform averagely well on the greens. They say that there are a number of junior players better than him. There's Gordon Sargent, who drives his ball at 185 to 190 miles per hour average. There's Miles Russell, who broke Tiger's record of being the top-ranked player of the American Junior Golf Association before turning 15. Even some of his followers joined the criticisms, mocking him with satirical comments like, "I could shoot an 81-2 on the front nine," or "most people wouldn't know who he is if he wasn't Tiger Woods' kid." The unfair criticism Charlie is receiving is not letting him develop his game amidst the constant media coverage. All the added eyeballs and pressure on him is not helping him any in tackling the mentally challenging aspect of the sport. Is there life after Lost Lake Golf Club for him? Following his disastrous play at the Lost Lake Golf Club, he then played another U.S. Open 18-hole qualifier at the Legacy Golf and Tennis Club. Unfortunately, with his 9/81 score, he again failed to qualify, adding smoke to the belief that Tiger's cursed game seemed to be cast upon Charlie's as well. He finished at 61st position out of a field of 74 golfers, far from the top 6 who were to receive a U.S. Open invitation. After spending some golf time with his father, he has qualified for his first United States Golf Association Championship. This is a feat that is previously non-existent in his curriculum vitae. Charlie earned the medalist honor at the U.S. Junior Amateur Qualifier after shooting a 1-under-71 score. Courtesy of a flurry of birdies in between the 13 and 16, he was the sole player in the field to break par. After starting with a bogey, double on the back 9, Charlie said that he didn't play great in his first 2 holes, but managed to play better for the last 16. He coached himself not to make any more bogeys or doubles and to take advantage of the birdie looks if they appear. The 264 qualifiers will follow an 18-hole stroke play round at Oakland Hills Country Club. Only the top 64 will then compete in the final 2 rounds of match play, with the winner getting a chance to tee off at the 2025 U.S. Open. After qualifying, Charlie said that because the USGA meant a lot to him, he wants to win the championship and hopefully follow it up with a U.S. Open win. Sad to say, he tied for 240th in the 264 player field after a score of 22 over par after rounds of 12 over 82 and 10 over 80. His 2 playing partners, Chase Caius and Davis Ovard, fared better and advanced to the 64-man match play after respectively shooting a 66 and 68. To finally win a tournament, Charlie needs to learn from Tiger's own battles as a young golfer to change the direction of his career. Charlie must adopt his father's approach in overcoming mental fears and distractions. Once he is able to do this, his chances of lifting his game to a higher perspective will be greater. We have been privy to Charlie's setbacks in his golf career. Proceed to the next video to be privy to the goings-on in the life of another golf great or soon-to-be golf phenomenon.